Alrighty. Just... So I wanted... Alright, well, unfortunately, Dan had something come up, so I'm not going to be able to play Dan, but I'm going to be able to play his computer, so let's get this going. Should be a decent matchup. Hopefully I can get my second win in a row. Yes, second. I'm going to kick. Let's go all white.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports.
Oh, Friday.
On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the London Monarchs. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the London Monarchs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
Their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week.
Oh, it's going to be like that. It's stupid.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot. He's getting complete. The 20, 10, touchdown.
That was dumb.
Calvin Ridley.
That was dumb.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
All right.
Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Now Winston. And the catch made by Hilton. The end result, 21 yards. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them,
good run.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners,
Winston,
get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their time now.
To throw again on second down. Winston, complete to Hilton. And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Winston got his
touchdown.
hands caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Godwin,
his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. This offensive unit today, they're going to need Dez.
A full combo play. Size, speed, toughness, not to mention incredible aggressiveness going and getting the football.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Damn it.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out.
No.
In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Tackle made there by Kamale Correa. There you see the starters defensively for Jacksonville. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And it was the...
Huh.
Well.
Sweet, someone's still watching. Cool. Yeah. We're gonna go this.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it.
No!
And that one
Damn
got tipped, kind of threw everything
Pick it off.
It brings
Come
up
on.
3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st.
Nice.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he
nice
ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. To throw is Winston.
Oh, that was bad.
Almost
Bad
able
read.
to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again from the end zone. And Winston lost the football.
Damn it.
And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown.
Damn it, double damn it.
That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
I wouldn't say reeling.
You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Darren Lee there to get him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Winston now. He's got it to Hilton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle.
Oh, that's a face mask.
Somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Free first down.
We looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Winston. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jameis to throw it.
Money.
Caught. Touchdown.
Money all day.
T.Y. Hilton, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Oh, come on.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game.
Really, defense? Come
these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically,
you soft them,
one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. This is Mack on the counter. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 15 carries, 88 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On 2nd down now, it's Mack.
Damn it.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Bridgewater. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A pass that should have been intercepted.
Come on, Oscar.
Falling incomplete. He was looking there for T.J. Jones, and it's 3rd and 4.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They'll try and run for this with Mack.
Damn it.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And we take some time to spotlight T.Y. Hilton now. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now, instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat-and-mouse game. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Winston.
Fuck!
Fires one that's
I
intercepted.
knew better than that.
Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Son of a gun.
Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Oh, come on, Jameis Winston.
T.Y. Hilton,
What the
intended receiver,
fuck?
and it's third down.
Come on,
now they
dude.
face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got his man, Hilton.
God.
It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Yeah, they came on a blitz.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Michelle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And it's complete. Hooper. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw, Winston.
Oh, come on, Godwin.
Complete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53.
Get there, get there, get there, get there.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into.
Nice.
But man-to-man,
Godwin
every
running
receiver
over people.
believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the draw, here's Michelle. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
Too
Fires one incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Winston. Caught left side by Hilton. A gain of 22.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
The first carry for Josh Adams. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
T.Y. Hilton.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance. That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listen to history.
Or something.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
I'm going back to you.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater.
Of course.
Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now throwing on first down and completing it. Oh, touchdown! Calvin Ridley.
Come on, fucking, I can't play man.
These guys find a way to stretch that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. 5 plays there on that drive. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Winston now to throw on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Past the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.Y. Hilton, 75 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him.
Come on, seriously?
And he finds ways downfield.
What the fuck?
That's a really crafty receiver.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack.
Oh, come on.
Gets this one to midfield before
For
he's brought
fuck's
down.
sakes.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get
Bridgewater now from the 50. Looking middle.
Why are you looking the other way? Come on.
Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Out to his left. And he gets it down to the 32.
Yes.
Bridgewater is still down. Looks like he was shaken up there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
70, Indy. 53. All day. All day. Check 3. 2.
They'll run on first down. Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped.
Yes.
And the Jags grab it. And they
I
will
got
take
lucky.
over at the 26-yard line. So the
I got
defense
lucky.
there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They start on the ground with Adams. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston to Michelle on the screen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd and a couple, Winston. And the catch made by Hilton. And he will get this into the end zone for a
Spike
Jaguar
that there.
touchdown.
Spike it, yeah.
T.Y. Hilton, 54 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part
Bridgewater's
of
back.
what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they could get in striking
come on,
distance.
knocked out of his
and to come away
hands.
with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now here in London, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. It's
Nice.
caught by Bryant. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
That's a relief.
Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Winston. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Darren Lee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Adams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it here with Adams. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Flip. Check 43. White. Check. 36. Okay. Check 9. Set. Where we go?
On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The kick by Joseph is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Let's go, fellas.
So now Las Vegas down by 8, and time a huge factor.
Las
They need a
Vegas
touchdown
Monarchs.
and, of course, the two-point conversion as well. Back to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they get him down, but
running
not
back
before
out of
he
the
takes it
backfield.
across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Back to throw. It's caught.
I have no idea who I was controlling.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. He's back to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll look to throw. This goes to Mack on the check down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Yeah, 2 wins in a row.
By
skin of my teeth, I'll take it.
That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Jacksonville, it may not be too late to salvage their...
Ragnar's the only one that got XP, huh? Okay, pass protector. Alrighty, guys. That's it for me. So, thanks for watching.